Welcome, fantabulous souls, to Psychically Speaking. I'm Psychic Lisa Ann, your host on this transformative journey of body, mind, and spirit. Join me, a psychic medium and healer, as we explore the wonders of life, share experiences, and grow together. Whether you're new to spirituality, an old soul, an empath, or a seasoned professional, this podcast has something special just for you. So let's dive in and embark on a journey of learning, healing, and personal growth together. Today, I have a special episode lined up for you. With springtime right around the corner, it's the perfect time to declutter not just our physical spaces, but also our minds and belief systems. That's why I want to introduce you to what I like to call the garage sale method. Now, imagine your belief systems as a collection of items stored in your mental garage. Some of these belief systems serve you well, like cherished treasures that you want to keep forever, while others might need a little refurbishing, and yet some simply need to be tossed out to make room for new and healthier perspectives. So let's break this garage sale method down, shall we? We're going to break this down into 3 piles. The first one is the keep pile. These are the belief systems that really spark joy. They're the ones that serve you, uplift you, and align with your values and goals. These are the keepers, the beliefs you want to hold on tightly as you move forward in life. 2 is the reuse pile. In this pile, we have beliefs that have potential, but they may need a little tweaking. Think of it as repurposing old furniture. Maybe there's a belief that has served you well in the past, but now it needs a fresh coat of paint or some new upholstery to fit your current circumstances better. These are definitely worth keeping around, but with a little adjustment. Now let's go to the get rid of pile. Finally, we have the pile for beliefs that simply no longer serve you. These are those dusty relics cluttering up your mental space, weighing you down and holding you back. It's time to let them go. Whether it's a limiting belief, a negative self-perception, or an outdated mindset, toss it out with confidence and make room for new growth. So as you embark on your spring cleaning journey, don't forget to tidy up your belief systems using the garage sale method. And let me give you some examples. So I'm going to use myself as an example. There's always plenty of things for the keep pile, so let's start with the get rid of pile. Years ago, I had a belief system that I was a very strong person and I didn't need anybody in my life and I was fine being single. And that belief system served me very well when there were those times where I had to pick up my life, rely on myself, and move forward. But after a while, I realized that that same belief system that helped me to be strong and move forward in my life, at some point started holding me back in life. It started creating a wall or a barrier that didn't let anybody in. And it came to a point in time where I really had to take a step back and I had to make a conscious choice to get rid of that pile. I had to let go of the belief system that by letting someone into my life, I was somehow giving away my strength or power. Now, let's go to the reuse pile, because I have to tell you, I am the queen of repurposing things. So the reuse pile is absolutely one of my favorite piles. So an example I have for this, when I got divorced years ago, I have to tell you, back up even before I got divorced, My parents, I was telling this story recently to a class that I was teaching. My parents used to come to every sporting event I ever had, and they still do it with their great grandchildren. And when I say every sporting event, I mean every sporting event. Like away teams even knew who my parents were. Now, this was great, but as a single mom, it was really not possible for me to physically be at every event that both of my kids had. So, one of the things that I decided to do was to repurpose that belief system. I knew how important it was to be there for my kids and to support them in their school events, their sports events. So what I would do is I would sit down with them every few months and we would go over all of the things that they had coming up. And I would sit down with them and I would ask them to tell me which ones were the most important to them. So I didn't pick necessarily on the one that the school said I needed to be at or, someone else thought I needed to be at. I made the list based on what was important to each one of my children. Now, I have to tell you, I always made it to more than we had on the list, but it just gave me this peace of mind knowing that I would always be there for the ones that they found important. So I repurposed that belief system of being hands-on and being involved as a parent, but I just tweaked it a little bit so that it fit the life that I was leading. And then the keep pile. A great example of this, I grew up in a family where both of my parents owned their own businesses. My dad was always in construction, my mom was in real estate, so they really taught me really, really strong values about hard work, not giving up, and getting through the tough times. So I can tell you I'm happily celebrating, in case you haven't heard the news, 25 years of owning Spirit Quest. As a matter of fact, this month. So those are belief systems that I definitely have held on to, and I would say they definitely go in the keep pile. So just as a quick review for what I like to call my garage sale method, you're going to break it down into 3 piles. You're going to have your keep pile, the reuse pile, and the get rid of pile. So remember to assess each belief. Decide for yourself if it's a keeper, if it needs a little touch up, or if it's ready to be tossed out. And watch as you create space for new possibilities and growth in your life. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with a friend and hit subscribe. For more about my free live weekly happy hour via Zoom, my work, or visiting my Body, Mind, Spirit spa and gift shop in historic downtown Southern Pines, North Carolina, visit spiritquestnc.com. Remember, life isn't always rainbows and butterflies, but each and every day you have the power to be fantabulous. Embrace that power, let your inner light shine. Until next time, stay empowered and keep embracing life's magic.